Hey, good morning, Capricorns. It is 7:26, Friday, April 18th. This is a morning reading. This is your career and finance reading for the week ahead. I don't know about you, but I've been feeling a change in energy. As soon as I woke up this morning, Mars has finally left Cancer. It's been retrograde in Cancer, and it has now moved to the sign of Leo. For all those who are acquainted with astrology, the Cancer sign is completely the opposite of Capricorns on the zodiac wheel. We are a cardinal sign, we are an earth sign, very structured, versus Cancer is ruled by the moon. It is a water sign, it is an emotional sign, it's a fixed sign versus we're a cardinal sign where we like change. So Mars was in his detriment in Cancer versus Mars is, the god of action and movement. Sometimes angry for the better or for the worse, but at least we're moving forward. So I hope you use this energy. I believe it's here through June 17th, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, what else is going on? We had Passover for those who celebrated last weekend. Happy Passover. And I believe we have Easter on Sunday as well. So for those who celebrate, or if you're just going to honor the day in whatever way, happy Easter. But we'll go ahead and get started. The cards want to pop out right away. One other thing that I wanted to mention, if you're new to my channel, this is a Capricorn only channel right now. I am a Capricorn sun, and it's for all placements. And the only reason is right now I just feel more compelled to provide the clearest messages for the Capricorn collective at this time. So if you like what you're hearing, please hit that like and subscribe button. It means the world to me with the algorithm. When it comes to astrology, though, I'm very much on my own journey, and even though we might be Capricorns, we may not all be the same. So, within every zodiac sign, there is 3 what's called decans. So they're each 10 days or 10 degrees. And if you're in the first decan, it's considered like the more purest form of Capricorn. I myself am in the last decan. I'm a January 11th birthday. So if you haven't already, definitely take a look at that and see. It might make put things more, make things a little bit more relative to you when you listen to readings and you get your astrology charts done, etc. I've been thinking about even breaking up these readings into like Deacon 1, Deacon 2, Deacon 3. Let me know in the comments if that would be something that would appeal to you. If not, just let me know. All right, so this is a general reading. I typically do recent past, current energy, and advice from spirit or future outcomes, possible outcomes. But we'll go ahead and get started with a Mind Info Oracle deck. I just dropped one on the floor. Oof. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so I have went ahead and shuffled these cards. Today's numerological number breaks down to a 4. If you add them all up, just the digits. So I've shuffled each of the decks 4 times. 4s are about stability. It can be about bringing a level of security to your well-being. So perhaps there's something to do with your career and finance in that capacity. We'll see if there's any synchronicity here. But before we start, I do want to clear the energy, spirit angels and guides of our highest and best for the Capricorn collective. What messages do we have as it pertains to the career and finance aspect of our lives in the next week or so? Only the highest and best and clearest messages. We'll cut the decks together, and I'll start the reading now. Welcome, Spirit. Bravery. All right, just focus on that image for just a bit. You're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable. But you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision, and you will feel so much lighter when you do. So my initial reaction to this card when I heard it, when I saw it come out, was in relation to the fact that Mars is moving into Leo. I think that we've been, for some time, as it's been in Cancer, we know that there's this decision that needs to be made, and it's been gnawing at us for a way. And maybe it's not like a major decision or a crossroads. It could just be some sort of action that requires courage and bravery. What better bravery than that with the Lion from Leo? Let's use that energy to take that sacred action. I don't think it's a matter of us not knowing what to do, or a worry, if you will, of like coulda, shoulda, woulda, or like what is the right action. I think Spirit's saying we just need to take on action, okay? And to step a little bit outside of our comfort zone. And if you've already made, and this could be also some sort of confirmation if you have taken sacred action in the last week or so as well. This is just letting us know that you are so brave. Capricorns, we've been through a lot. And I think that what it's telling us here is that we have taken and we've learned those lessons. We are not going to repeat cycles. We do so with grace, if you will. We know it's not easy. That's what for Capricorns. We know that climbing that mountain is hard, but and maybe that's just, that mountain for you might be confronting somebody in your life this week about something, maybe asking a boss for a raise, or perhaps, giving your 2 weeks, or I hate to say it, if you've just got debt that you just got to bite the bullet and you have to tap into savings that you didn't necessarily want to tap into. Those are sacred actions, but deep inside, your soul knows the right move. It's just a matter of us in the here and now to take the action and to take the step. Spirit is with us. We have all the energy of the cosmos guiding us today, especially. Now is the time. So let's put this over here to the side for a moment. Let's go ahead and tap into the tarot. See what we have today. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse in recent past. We've got the Ace of Wands in the current energy. And we've got the Four of Major Arcana number 4, the Emperor in reverse, and the future outcome. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Four of Pentacles. If you're new to my channel, this is my favorite card. I love this for us. And it is a 4-day as well, so we do have some synchronicity here. We have the Major Arcana 4 Emperor, and we've got this this Four of Pentacles card. So the Four of Pentacles card is great energy again. Today breaks down to the number 4. It's about stability. It's about security. You notice that she has her purse here. Pentacles are the material side of life. It represents money, property, material possessions, and she's holding on to something here, right? It feels like she's very confident. She's made some smart decisions. They may not have always been easy, or she needs to make a decision. She knows what it is, and she's going to tap into this bravery to do so. So if it's paying down a debt, if it is perhaps, I don't know, doing a balance transfer on a credit card to get a 0%. She has all of this wisdom behind her, and she's going to protect what's hers. It could even be a property decision, right? Something to do with taxes. She's made good decisions. She has all the wisdom of her ancestors behind her. and she knows how to protect something that is important to her. So please, if you haven't, take advantage of this energy. Um, that is all the light side of this card. There is also a dark shadow side as well, and it's important that we acknowledge both and we integrate both into our life so we can use this energy to the best of our ability. The shadow side being something to do with holding on to something too tightly, where it's hard to let go. Okay, so maybe we have we know that we need to move. The home that we're living in no longer serves us. It garners some sort of depressive energy. It holds us back. We cannot let new energy in without letting something go. Okay, and what's important about this card, especially that it's an even number, it's about balance. It's about ensuring that we're holding dear the wisdom, the knowledge, the information behind us to make good financial decisions. But on the other side of the token, it's important that we are able to let go and to make critical decisions and to take that action when we need to. And that's where we need to tap into this bravery energy. All right, so let's see here. 9 of Cups in reverse. This is water energy, emotional energy. Sometimes people use the term emotional energy as energy in motion. So there's something here that was fluid. 9s are about endings, emotional endings. It sounds as if something did not come to an end yet. That we wanted to when it comes to perhaps our career. And maybe if you're not working, maybe you have your own business and something is not over. You're still dealing with some sort of headache, some sort of challenge, and it's been slow moving. Let's get some clarity here on this. Spirit, angels, and guides of our highest and best. Why is the 9 of Cups here? Why in reverse? Why is this here in recent energy? We've got the Knight of Wands in reverse. We've got the Moon in reverse. In the bottom of the deck, we've got the High Priestess. Okay. So something is telling me here that it's 9s are about endings as well. It's like sort of reaching that pinnacle point where we're acknowledging that we've been through something and it's come to an end. Maybe there was some sort of conflict at work in those last few months. Again, Mars in Cancer has been hard. It's slow moving. It's like moving through molasses, and it's not easy. This Knight of Wands tells me in the upright position, it's faster moving energy, that there's some sort of passion that we're going after in a very positive way. This is fire energy. It's also been in reverse. It's sort of been almost like a false start, if you will, if you were trying to start a new endeavor, a new project, if you started a new job and it wasn't what you expected it to be, or a new project at work. It kind of let you down. It feels like there was a false start here. And it impacted you emotionally in some capacity. Again, it could be a conflict. I know in recent past, for a lot of employers, Q1 of after the new year is about sort of review time of the prior year of 2024. It wasn't necessarily always rosy for everyone. I know that there's been a lot of disruption for a lot of people when it comes to job security as well. That could have been a huge letdown, draining energy, something that we thought we were going to get to this sort of happy ending, this pinnacle in our career, and we weren't there yet. It didn't fulfill us. Perhaps we went after something, and again, I'm getting very much false start, where we thought something was going to be really great. And this is telling me it's not over yet. It's time to jump back in, especially because we have the Ace of Wands in the current energy. It just feels like, and this is also true of the last reading I did last week for Capricorns, it's been very much something that we were very something that was going to fulfill us, that we thought was going to fulfill us, and it just didn't for whatever reason. um and it slowed us down. This fast moving energy got, there was some sort of pause. Okay. And it's important to note that everything is in divine timing. So perhaps there was something at work that you thought was going to come through. Um, you just didn't get the funding for. There was no senior leadership sponsorship, whatever that is. Um, Let me know. But I do see that the moon is in reverse. Okay, so in the upright position, it's very much something was hidden from you. To me, it feels very much like there was nothing hidden. Now everything is coming to light in terms of what the root problem was, and I'm not gathering that it was you. So often in terms of career, I know myself, I used to be a very corporate person myself, if you will. It's easy to sort of fall into energy of unworthiness. That's, I did something wrong, or it was about me. I need more coaching, or I need this, or I need that. And and that's always a question mark. But I'm not sensing that it was about you. It was, and this was revealed to you. In the upright position, this is hidden. In the reversal, something came to light very recently, and I think you're starting to have a new perspective, which is a very good thing. That it just wasn't you. It wasn't about you. It just wasn't the right timing. Okay. Um, but whatever it was that we intended to go after was meant, and we had this belief that it was going to give us this fulfillment, that it was going to be something that sparked our passion. What I'm gathering now is that, especially because we have this Ace of Wands here in the current energy, Ace of Wands is a gift from the divine. It is about our passion. It is fire energy, and it's in the now. It's in the here and the now. It's telling us, like, there's no time like the present. Like, we need to go after this. We have to start again. And it's okay. Sometimes, in our lives, something that is worthwhile to go after, it's not going to be a straight line. It can be very, very zigzagged. But the point is it's not about the destination. It's about the journey, and it's about us getting back up and trying again. That's what I'm sensing. So let's get some clarity here. Why is the Ace of Wands in the upright position in current energy? Why is the Ace of Wands here? All right, so you pulled the Ace of Wands in reverse. There's a little bit of a confirmation there, so it's interesting. Let's get a little bit more here. We have the Knight of Swords in the upright. And in the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups, but it's in reverse. Okay, that's a good thing. Okay, so Five of Cups in reverse. In the upright position, you'll notice that he's just kind of like, I'm done here. I'm walking away. It wasn't worth his time. There was a disappointment, but it's in reverse now. And I think what that's saying is we have a fear that may have crept into our psyche because of whatever happened here, this false start, that might happen again. But Spirit is saying it's not going to happen again. These cups will not dump over. We know what to expect. We're walking into this challenge or this endeavor with eyes wide open. There's nothing hidden from us anymore. We know who in our circle in our job or our career at work, who might not necessarily be on board with the idea, but we understand now. We're much more wiser in terms of how to approach them, to pull them on board, to build a consensus. And again, this is telling me that we need to let go of that fear. Okay, we cannot hold on to this fear that it won't work out again and it's going to hold us back. And I think that that's ultimately here what this is trying to say, is that this Ace of Wands, this gift from the universe, and you'll notice in the traditional Rider-Waite, it's a hand from the universe. It's saying, yes, it is time. Mars has officially moved into Leo as of today. It is no time like the present to go after this. But if we are stuck in a fear mentality, then if we're stuck in this mentality, like, oh, it didn't work out last time, it's not worth it, I'm not worthy, and we start, we're going to repeat this whole cycle again. And that's what Spirit is saying we do not want to do, because then it's going to be like, this gift is going to be taken away from us. Okay, this energy that is here for the taking, we're going to squander it, and so we do not want to do this. This is a message. Okay, I just a little bit for those who might be finding this abrasive. It's not meant to be. I'm trying to channel the energy from Spirit as I'm seeing the cards. Please don't take offense. Essentially, it's what Spirit is saying is that this is almost like a warning. Like, if you do not move forward, okay, and let go of this fear and walk confidently. By the way, this particular card in the reversal tends to be a very positive thing, and that's why I'm holding it as such. This is bottom of the deck. This is the overall theme for this energy, and the bottom of the deck is the overall theme for each of these sections here. It's the saying is, let go of the fear. Try again. If it doesn't work the first time, everything's been revealed to us. Our eyes are open now. We know that this was our passion. We can't let this negative, whatever it was, the fact that it didn't work out, we know that it wasn't about us that it didn't work out. It just wasn't the right time. But here we have this Knight of Swords, and he's a very brave knight. This is an air sign. This is fast-moving energy. It is saying, there is no time like the present to go after this, whatever it is. So if you're asking for a raise, if you are asking for more scope, if you want new responsibilities, if you're asking for a promotion, if you want to apply to a new job within your current employer or a new employer, if you want to start a new business, now is the time to do so. And it's important that we take this action. He's brave. This knight has this sword that just cuts through the BS. It's sort of like, there are times in which we need to think before we act. Okay, the time of thinking is over. We've learned all of these lessons on how to go about the next step of the way, and it's important that we also, when it comes to this Four of Pentacles energy, that we don't get too stuck on the outcome. Okay, that is also something that is very important to keep in mind, is that it's not about the outcome, it's about the journey. It's about our attitude, it's about our intent, it's about the process of doing. Let's not get too hung up on, does it work out, does it not? It's asking us to be brave and to go after it. And that is what this night is about. It's about bravery. So don't hold on to an outcome or use quote unquote failure or success as a measure of whether or not you should move forward. The measure of whether or not you're going to go forward and take those sacred actions is whether or not it lights you up, if it ignites this fire within you. We just got off the equinox. This is the new astrological year. This is the time to allow ourselves to take those steps, and we're not always going to get it right, but we're way better than we were had we not even tried. So let's continue here in the message, advice from Spirit, or the potential outcome. We have this Four of the Emperor in reverse, which is, again, very curious. Another 4. Today's a 4 energy. Let's get some clarity here. Why is the 4, Major Arcana 4, the Emperor in reverse in future outcome or possible messages from Spirit, advice from Spirit? We've got Temperance. And we've got Strength in reverse. Okay, this is again the same energy which I was just sharing with you, is that if we are stuck and we choose, and again, free will is, you can do what you want. Free will is here. But if we're constantly measuring ourselves because something did or did not work out of what we expected the outcome to be, we're bound to repeat it again. Rather, we need to get more connected to the feeling of whether or not something is what we prefer or not prefer. Okay, it might seem like there's no difference in those statements, but there's a profound difference. One is a measurement of worthiness. Like I am a success or I am a failure. Okay, and that is low vibrational energy. Okay, because in that's very dualistic thinking. If we want to think more in terms of oneness, if you will, with spirit, we are here to learn. That is the point of being on this earth school. And so the Emperor in the upright position is about confidence. He exudes complete, he's very comfortable in his domain. All of the kings of the minor arcana report to him. He's not sitting here leaning on the edge of his seat. He's laying back. He has, this winning chess piece in his hand. And he's also sitting on, it almost looks like Mars. Okay. It's in reverse though. And I think that the message here, especially because we have strength in reverse as well. Okay. And again, this is a lion energy. We've got the bravery here that we were talking about. Okay. Message. And we've got another 4. It's all saying that if we don't take advantage of this energy, if we don't get back on this horse and try again, this gift from spirit is going to be taken away. This special energy that we have right now, that we can take this sacred action. Aries is also, we are in Aries season. It's coming to a close very soon. However, in Aries season, it is about fire. It is about passion. Is there something that just, I don't know, gets you going? Something that you lose yourself in. You don't notice that time goes by while you're doing it. And I know that can be very hard in terms of work, because work is work, right? We all have to support our families. But what the question is what is your passion? And if we don't actually, and I think it's not a matter of us not knowing what that is. It's a matter of us knowing and taking the sacred actions and having the bravery to go after it, even though it didn't work out last time. This energy is going to be taken away from us unless we take advantage and go after it with fast moving energy. We tend our own flame. We tend our fire. That spark will go out. That flame will go out unless we actually take action. And so in order to take action, it requires confidence. We can't sit and be half in, half out, if you will. It needs to be, hey, I'm in this and I don't care if I win or lose. I'm going to do this. And that's the attitude that we need to have. It's not about the outcome of winning or losing or getting the job or not getting the job. It's not about whether or not we get the raise or we don't get the raise. It's about the fact that we tried. That's ultimately the point. It's about the journey and not the destination. And so let's not squander the strength that we have right now. We have Mars here, okay? Mars is in Leo, and Leo is the lion. We have the strength. We have the bravery. We are multidimensional beings. We need to take advantage of that. We need to claim our power back and put this in the upright position. This is the message from spirit. Otherwise, the opportunity is going to be taken away from us, and we're going to do this whole cycle all over again. And lastly here is temperance. And this is a beautiful energy. You'll notice that there is this crown here, okay? And there's this water going back and forth. And something that was not in balance for us in the past is telling us, this is a message from spirit, that no time like the present. Whatever was not in balance over here, it wasn't about us. We know that now. the moon is in reverse here. It tells us that whatever was hidden is now has been revealed. It wasn't the right timing. Maybe the company didn't have the right money. Maybe they're doing layoffs. Perhaps the position that you were applying for and got pulled out. They decided they weren't going to fulfill the rec. They were no longer pursuing candidates. Maybe they went after somebody internally as opposed to deciding to go with you externally. Whatever it is, we know that it's not about us. And that's the thing right here. Temperance is telling us that it is time to try again. And whatever that is, there's a balance here of our emotional well-being is in the picture now. And it's going to be brought to the light. And we are going to be okay. Whatever the outcome is. And the universe is here. It is in our favor. So, this is a really strong message today. So please, if this is coming across in any way, shape, or form, and you are currently going through something with money and career, there is likely a message here for you. If you're not, and you have other things in your life, because we are not all the same, especially we have 3 deacons within the Capricorn collective. Definitely listen to some of my other readings. I will be doing a new one tomorrow, just a general reading. There might be something more there for you in terms of relationships, love, etc. But this is for Capricorns going through something with career and finance. So I just wanted to also clarify that. But ultimately, we have the wisdom of the past. Whatever we went through, we have the wisdom of our ancestors behind us. We know how to make good decisions. We need to continue to hold our head high. We need to take another leap of faith, another chance, because whatever it is that we're going after, it's worth it. Okay? It's going to be worth it, whatever the outcome is. All right, Capricorns. I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll talk again soon.